beautiful and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the new Natasha Denona palette. This one, the mini Xenon palette. I got this in the mail today, I bought it myself, and I'm just super excited to be sharing some swatches, some looks, and some thoughts on this new little bite-sized thing. And if you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty and makeup. I just love experimenting, trying new things, finding new and old favorites, and just playing around. I'm especially in love with colors, which you cannot see today, but normally it's very colorful here. And if you want to see some more color on your timeline, this is definitely the place to be. Don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos a week. Now this video is going up on Monday and I'm actually filming this on Monday. I got this delivery quite late actually. I did buy this myself, like I said, from the Natasha Denona website. She did have a pre-order up, but it is available at Beautylish and Sephora, and it's coming soon to Cult Beauty. I will link a couple of places down below. If you are interested in this palette, it would help me out a lot if you do shop through my links, and if not, that's of course totally fine as well. Like I said, I bought this myself on pre-sale and I did pay for expedited shipping. That's why it got to me so quickly. I paid $25 for this. I didn't buy, in the release there were also some pot liners and some pen liners. I didn't buy that because I usually do not use stuff like that that aren't colorful. And they were like browns and beiges and blacks, and it's not really what I reach for normally. I bought this palette because I wanted to have something small that had a matte white and a matte black. This is more like a bone color white. You can see it next to my white shirt, that it's not like a dead on like white. It's not a stark white, it's more like an eggshell or an ecru. It's just something that has a little bit more of a bone color to it. I just think that this encompasses what I want to use together with palettes that I feel is lacking a little bit of depth. I love using a matte white inner corner. I love using a dark gray or a dark black to just deepen up a look in the outer corner that I feel is lacking a little bit of depth. I also really enjoy using a like metallic silver on my lid when I'm doing like colorful creases. The only shadow that I don't think I will be using that much if I'm not doing a look like just with this palette is probably this light matte gray here. Even though I used the palette, as I'm filming this is my first look. I've used this palette once. All the matte looked absolutely stunning. I haven't used the silver yet, but you're gonna see 2 looks in this, and this is me filming the intro after just filming 1 look. Is this making sense? I don't know. I don't know if this is making sense, but I am gonna be trying all of the shades and I will give you some final thoughts or some thoughts after using it twice at the end of the video. But it's only 5 shades, so it's not that hard to form an opinion on it if I'm gonna be totally honest. But what I wanted with this palette was that I wanted something small that I can use as the companion palette together with other palettes. I know some creators are saying that they had the it's not called, is it smoked out? You know that 9-pan palette from Colourpop? I've heard some people saying that they had that one and they don't need this one. I don't think you need this one either if you have that one. The only reason why I didn't buy that one is because it's too many of the gray shades, and what I really wanted was the matte white and the matte black in a small compact companion size thing. And that is what this one is. This one is the size and the format that I wanted. I mean, there's a reason why I didn't buy the Colourpop one. It's because it's 9 shades when I'm really only interested in 2 or maybe 3. So I'm super excited actually to be having this in my life. Let's dig in and do 2 looks. This, like I said, is the first look. It is like a more cat eye, like a sexy going from white out to a black, all matte look, and then I'm gonna do a halo eye as well. And I'll come back at the end and I'll let you know my thoughts about this after two uses. But I always come back 1 month later and I do a review roundup where I review and I rank all the things that I'm using the past month. Just everything from the last haul. I just rank and review them and let you know which ones I thought were hits and which ones I thought were fails. So even though I'm giving some thoughts at the end of this video, it's not my last say. I will come back and I will review it a bit more thoroughly after I've used it a couple of more times. And I will definitely be using this together with colorful eyeshadows like I intended to use it before I review it, because it makes sense. But yeah, let's jump in. Like I said, everything will be linked in the description box. Oh, and a monthly ranking for last month, like me ranking the last month's haul, that is coming tomorrow. So if you were wondering where that video is, it is coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is my monthly ranking. Not including this one then, because I need some more time to be trying that out. But let's jump into look number 1, then look number 2, and then some final thoughts. Okay, let's do the first look. As I'm filming this, I haven't swatched this or anything. I just want to dig in. I want to do an all matte look for this one, and then we'll do something with the shimmer in the second. So I'm gonna have these 2 in the outer part, and I'm gonna have these 2 in the inner part. My plan is to use all of the mattes. I'm gonna start with this one. I don't know about the names, it's only 5 shades, who cares, but it's the darker of the grayish shades. And I'm using that on a Nabla N202. You can see it's a fluffy brush, but it's like a little slanted. Really, really like this brush. Oh, wait. Let me fix this. I am using the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer, and if you're wondering about any of the other things on my face, I will link those down below. I'm just placing the shadow right now. I'm not really that worried about, you know, blending or stuff. I'm just putting it down and just blending a little bit as we go. This is really pretty, and when you pack it on, it is 100% opaque. That's really nice. That's what I like. I like mattes that are buildable, blendable, and pigmented. And if I can't get all three, at least I want them to be buildable. Because if they are buildable, it means that you can like manipulate them to be what you want them to be. Ooh, ooh! I need to fix my phone sound. But if it's not buildable, it's like then the shadow is deciding for you that it's its max. But if it's buildable, it means that you are deciding. You are deciding how deep you want it to be. You are deciding how sheer you want it to be. A buildable shadow you can manipulate like this one. I've only used one shadow so far, but I still feel like I've got some depth in it. That's what I like. I'm taking a clean brush. This is just a very small clean brush. This is a Sigma E36. And I'm just blending on the edge with this one. No additional product, a clean brush just to smooth this out. To see if maybe I don't even need to use the lighter shade out here. Maybe this is fine. This is a small brush. This is actually a Hakuhodo S146, but there are several small blending brushes like this you can use. I'm taking the matte, like I'm showing you a matte black shadow with black bristles. Wow, genius. And I'm just gonna apply this on the absolute outer corner. Do you hear that car alarm in the background? And I'm just gently blending a little bit here, trying to deepen it up, but I don't want it to be too intense too fast. Sometimes like blacks are just so intense, you just have to go in with it a little at a time. And I'm doing a little diagonal up here and out in the diagonal. Okay, we are gonna skip this silvery shade and we are gonna jump to this gray one. I don't care that much about this part because why would I? I don't care about that part because that part I'm gonna cover up. Don't overblend parts that you know that you're gonna cover up. Like nobody cares. I'm just trying to clean off a brush a little bit. I'm gonna take this gray, this light gray matte, and I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna basically put it on the lid, in the crease, and I'm just gonna try and blend over. You can see it's still this like gray toned look, just all matte, and I'm just gently blending this over and into the crease. Not too thorough. I'm taking the same like the clean brush that I had before. It's not very clean still, but it's somewhat clean, and I'm just dragging this a little bit over. Oh, I forgot you were home. My husband is here. Do you want to come and say hi? So it's looking like that, and now I'm gonna put the white in the inner corner. I don't know if this is like a stark white or if it's more like a eggshell. I've never sounded more like an interior designer than I did right now. Again, just blending it a bit inwards and upwards. So I'm really keeping it lighter and brighter in the inner corners, and then we have the darkness out here. I mean, it's still dramatic. This is not like a going to brunch kind of a look, but at least it's not bringing the darkness in here. Come say hi. Hi.
Hi.
This is my husband. If you haven't seen my vlogs, this is what he looks like. I'm just gonna fix this. You know what? I'm gonna put the dark shadows under here as well. I'll come back and I'll show you the look before the lashes. Okay, so this is the look on both eyes. I have some mascara. I put some black in my waterline. I think it's looking really, really nice. And I mean, you don't need any false lashes, but I love false lashes. Where is the packaging here? I'm just putting on the original Iconics. They are beside me here with some glue, but I'm really enjoying this look. And this is like, you know, I've been so into all matte looks, and I'm so excited to be showing an all matte look with this little mini palette. I just showed this palette to my husband. I'm like, I'm reviewing this one. He's like, I'm thinking, I don't think he was that impressed with this one. He's not used to me maybe reviewing things that doesn't have more color in it. But let me put on some lashes and we can take a peek at the first look. Okay, so this is the first look. I think it looks really cool with the all matte going from the white to the gray to the black. Did not take me that long to do. It would have taken me even less to do, like even less time to do if I wasn't talking. But I just wanted to let you know that I had no issues with any of these mattes. They're buildable, blendable, and beautiful, honestly. I really enjoyed this look. I am filming this on Monday and this video is going up on Monday. So I'm actually gonna wash this off. And I am gonna put on a second look because I want to do one more look because I want to show you how a palette like this can be quite versatile. Even though you might want to do like more dramatic looks like this one, I still wanted to show you two totally different dramatic looks. So I'm gonna be doing a halo eye as well with the silver in the middle. So let's dig into that right now. I changed up my lipstick, my earrings, and my top to convince you that this is a different day, but it's same day. Same day. We are gonna play with this like shimmery silver now. I want to do a halo eye and I think I'm gonna start with this like darker gray and we are gonna build that. I'm gonna use the exact same brush as I used with the black in the last look. I'm just gonna clean it off a little bit and I'm gonna use that with the matte gray and we are not gonna have creasing eye primer. That is something we are not having. But we're gonna do the gray out here. We're gonna try a little halo eye action. I feel like we deserve a little halo eye. I really went on and on and on about this before, but I like doing my halo eyes in a diagonal. I don't like having them upwards. I like slanting them outwards because I really like that look on my eye shape. And I think that it's important, and I've told you this so many times, but experiment a little bit with placement to find what you like the most. But I feel like this gives a very nice cat eye shape. I'm putting a bit here in the inner part as well. Not in the inner corner, but in the inner part of my lid. And up here, you can see I have a little fold here, so I'm just following that fold. And I'm doing that little diagonal action. Again, I'm going in with a brush, no additional product, and I'm just gonna soften these edges a little bit. Maybe I'll even use some of the lighter matte gray in this look and just soften the edges with this very tiny brush. This is the same one as I used the other look. This is the E36 by Sigma. It is just a very flimsy, super small brush. I'm just gonna ease out the edges a little bit. I'm not too worried about it not looking perfect. When I do looks like this, and most of my looks, if I'm gonna be totally honest, it's mostly about placement. Like I put the shadows where I want them, and then I'll manipulate them. I think I'm gonna take this a little higher up here. Just a little bit higher, and then again I'm going back with this one and a little bit of the lighter gray and just softening the edges a little bit. But I just wanted to take it up a little bit higher. Let me see if I can find something super small, like this one. This is filled with green though. Let's fix that. But this is a Refer 26 and it's like a very soft brush that you can blend with, but look at that edge. That edge is gonna be perfect. So I'm taking some of the matte black and I am gonna put that, you can see I'm not putting too much. I'm just putting that in the same diagonal and I'm just dotting it on and making this the darkest in the middle so that it can just really deepen up this like dark gray. And I'm gonna do the same here. And I'm just using very little and I'm putting it in the crease area, just following that diagonal to deepen it up. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'm gonna do the lower lash line as well. I'm using the dark gray. I think we might, I never do this, but I think I might take the effect on the lower lash line as well. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna do the dark gray, and apparently I'm doing it in my eye as well, because that is a thing. Could you not? Oh my lord. Don't do what I did. Do as I say, not as I do. But we're doing the dark gray and I'm blending it down a little bit and I'm saving a spot in the middle so we can have the silver down here. At least that is the plan. Personally, I like when halo eyes go around the inner corners as well, so maybe I'll do that since we are doing the silver on the lower lash line as well. Because I feel like this is so intense. Listen, we'll be fine. But I'm just putting the dark gray around here as well. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the black. I hope you can see how very intense this all is, like how pigmented this is. And I'm taking some of the black just closest to the lash line to get the same depth down here as we had on the top lash. Not that this needs any more drama, but I mean, you get me. Can we also appreciate the fact that there is no fallout? No fallout, and I'm working with blacks. I mean, that is highly appreciated, let me tell you that. Okay, I'm gonna use a flat brush and not that one. Okay, we're gonna do the silver and I am gonna spray this because for me personally, I like metallic, long hair, I like metallics when they're sprayed. It gives me more precision and I don't get any fall. This hair, seriously. So I'm gonna put it here and as you can see, it's not a perfect blend here, but it's fine because we are gonna blend in this metallic and it doesn't have to be perfect underneath because it's gonna look, well, as perfect as it needs to at the end. You can see that I haven't connected here. I don't like it connecting. I like bringing the metallic all the way up and then just diffusing gently at the top. This is just my preference. I like open halo eyes, but each to their own. So I'm just gently going over the edge here with the silver. And it's gonna look a little bit like this. And then at the, like when I've gotten that on, I'm just taking the brush that I had the dark gray on and I'm just going over the edge again just to blend them together. But yeah, this is pretty much it. It's very dramatic. I love it. So let me do the same. I'm gonna put a little bit under. Again, I'm spraying and I'm just taking it on the side of this brush. I'm using the same one. And I'm just gonna put it in the middle. You can see there's just a little silver spot down there. I'm just diffusing the edge a little bit. But yeah, this is what it's gonna look like. Let me do some mascara. And I think I'm gonna do black in my waterline as well because we're in drama town already. Might as well just go all in. So let me just show you how it looks when this is all finished up. Listen, I don't know about you, but I feel very ready for a night on town and I'm never ready for a night on town. Listen, I'm old and tired, but this is so dramatic and so fun and my makeup is creasing a little bit because it is 6:30 in the evening and I have been wearing this face of makeup all day. Just been waiting to do my eye makeup, but yeah. I really like this. I think it's super dramatic and super fun, and a nice halo eye is always something that you can do when you have the contrast between dark and light shades. I think a really contrasty halo eye is always a lot of fun. Let me put on some falsies and we can just have a final chat about this mini palette. Okay, the final look is done. I just put a little half lash on because I thought the look was dramatic as it is. I really like it though. I love a dramatic eye look. I will be honest. This is me being 100% honest. Will I be using this palette on its own after like reviewing it? Probably not. Will I be using this palette in conjunction with other palettes? Yes, a lot. Because this is exactly what I would like. I was looking for something like this. Small, bite-sized, just to add to my collection that had a good white, a good like black, and then just some other shades to maybe mix into my looks. But mostly the matte white and the matte black to add to looks because that's always something I'm looking for. And you know what? I really am pleased with this. I thought the quality was great. I didn't have any problems working with the mattes. The metallic is beautiful. It's like silver and metallic but still has some like glimmer and like some almost like glittery metallics without having like glitter in it. Does this make sense? I don't know, but I really liked it. I thought this was the good Natasha Denona formula. If you were wanting to get something similar but for less money, maybe look into the Colourpop one. I will link it down below. Personally, I will always prefer the quality of Natasha Denona over Colourpop. That's just my personal preference, but I mean, this is more expensive than the Colourpop one, and if you wanted more shades, maybe that one is better. I didn't want more shades. If I wanted more shades, I would have bought that one. I wanted a small one, and that's what I got. I will of course be updating you on how I feel about this after using it a bit more, and like I said, I think I mentioned this a couple of times now, but I always get questions. What highlighter is that? What lipstick is that? What top is that? Did you link the lipstick? Everything is always linked and mentioned in the description box, so don't forget to check the description box if you want to have details about any of the things that are on my face, and if you want to have links to my other socials, my vlog channel, and my merch shop as well. I do have, can you see it here? See that palette right here? That is the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette. I also have here next to me the BH Cosmetics Peridot palette. I got both of those palettes in. I don't know which one I'm starting with. Since I am putting this up, like I'm filming it now, it is 6:30 on Monday night. So I will be editing this and putting this up in like 2 hours or something. Let me know, what would you like to see first? The Wilderness palette or the Peridot palette? What do you want to see first? Let me know in the comments, and that's the one I'm gonna start with, and that's the palette that's coming on Wednesday. The other one's coming as well. I'm just gonna put it on Thursday instead. Let me know which one you want to start with, because that's the one I'm going to start filming with. Tomorrow is going to be my monthly ranking though, so do look forward to that one. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient and letting me upload a little later today because I wanted to wait for FedEx. I hope you're having an amazing Monday, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!